Alright, so in the next couple of weeks, I'm looking forward to going out to the big city and picking up a Tesla Model S Plaid to rent. We're gonna go out there for my birthday weekend, and I'm really looking forward to this. Now, I've drove around a Tesla Model long range, and that was a really fun experience. The car, it was very luxurious. It had some good ride stability, some good suspension, but the Tesla Model S Plaid is a car that can do 0 to 60 in 2 seconds. This car is going to be nuts. I've never experienced that kind of brutal acceleration before. From the internet, the videos, all these reactions that I've been seeing over the course of time since this Plaid has been released, I have just been waiting to see what it's like to experience the Tesla Model S Plaid. So when I get that, be expecting it in a few weeks from today. My birthday is going to be next month. In a couple of weeks, I will have this car in my hands and I'll be able to take my wife and I out for a good joyride. We're going to go see what this is all about, what all the hype is about. I don't know what her reaction to it is, but I'm going to be using this GoPro camera and capturing her reaction, and hopefully there's some friends out there in the area that I can pick up along the way and get their reactions as well. Okay, so currently I am in my car set up with this GoPro set up into the car, and I think it's gonna capture a good wide angle when I am out and about in this Tesla Model S Plaid. I'm just trying to build a scenario in my mind of how this picture is gonna look. The thing I like about GoPros is that the frame angle, the way that it captures everything around you in the car, it's very visible. You can see out the side of the windows a little bit. You can get an idea of how fast the car is traveling, and that's something that's key. You want to be able to check how fast things are going when you're doing a speed reaction. These are just some of the things that I think about when I'm trying to picture what my shot is going to be like. So let me show you what this is looking like on my phone here. Okay, so given a phone view of it, I've got the interior of my car, all my little gidgy gadgets. I'm gonna have this radar detector in my car when I'm taking this video with the Tesla Model S Plaid. And then I'm using some Sugru right here with this smart mic. So this smart mic's gonna be kind of dangling off like that when I'm making these runs later on. But for what it's worth, I think the audio is gonna be really clear. I think that my voice, because it's monitored up to this smart mic lavalier, it's gonna be really good. This, I'm very glad that I bought it because you can use this in a good range away from the camera angle, and the GoPro microphone natively doesn't pick up the sound as well as it would sound if I had this lavalier on it. Other than that, I mean, this might not be a bad vlogging setup too, where just you're holding up the camera like this and in a nice vlogging setup with this lavalier mic. I don't know, I'm just kind of getting some ideas here, seeing how this would all pan out. This is what I'm talking about when I'm saying I'm gonna be setting it up with the GoPro and getting a distance from it with this lavalier. Something like this is not possible with a GoPro with just the audio. Like, you're trying to get something across, get an idea across, and you have a lavalier mic. I think that this is make a world of a difference using the GoPro system. Okay. That was interesting. I was just taking a look at the footage that I just recorded off of that, and it looked like none of that footage was recorded off of that Sabine Tech microphone that I had, that lavalier that was set up. But I have some good charging going on right now. I'm gonna see how it all hooks up. I think that I could just make it work with just a microphone setup on the GoPro and just make sure that everything's working. Just a little tip, if you're recording YouTube videos, make sure that all of your camera equipment is charged up, because there comes a point when you're gonna be using the camera and you want that 100% battery life. Gosh, amateur mistake on my part. Now, given the situation with all things, the best setup is going to be the best microphone that you have, the best camera system you have. Currently for me right now, it's this GH5 that I'm using. Now this is a heavy setup here. It weighs like 5 pounds. It feels like it's giving me a workout in my shoulder when I'm carrying this thing, but it just looks so amazing. The image quality is great. I'm going to use this as much as I can, but when I can't have this 5-pound rig in front of my face when I'm driving this Plaid, I think that the GoPro and the camera system from there is going to be sufficient enough to give you an idea of what's happening in the content that I'm creating. So now that I think that my GoPro is all charged up with the battery from the lavalier mic, let me go ahead and see how this is going to sound like with the GoPro again, because I didn't get a good idea when the battery died earlier. As much as I wanted to make that work, it didn't look like it worked. I had the lavalier set up on my neck and it just was clicking and clacking, so I don't think the transmitter was pairing up right with this. So I don't know what it is, but right now I'm just going to use the mic that I have on top. It's an external microphone that I have on top of this GoPro, and it's going to sound a lot more better than just having the inbuilt microphone from the GoPro. You know, it's such a versatile package here. It's such an easy way to get video across, get a lavalier connected to the microphone, and get it onto the camera wherever you're using it, on a GoPro, onto a DSLR camera like I'm shooting with. I'm very happy with the Sabine Tech microphone. Every now and then there's little clips that happen throughout the audio, but it hasn't happened very much often. I know that DJI is releasing their own version of a microphone pretty soon, so I'm excited to see what some of that content's going to be like if this microphone doesn't work out for me. But in the meantime, I'm excited for test driving this car in the future. I am excited for a lens that I have coming on the way, so stay tuned for that review coming up soon. And let's keep on creating content. Let's keep crushing it. The grind doesn't stop. All right. See you later. Peace.